I know he's practiced with Raymond van Barneveld in the last few weeks. That double 16 means Toon Grebe is through to round 2 of the competition, putting out James Barton. Let's hear from Toon Grebe with Rod Studd.
Raymond van Barneveld, Toon, how much of a difference has that made to your game?
I play better because of him, so very much.
It must be great for you to play so well here on the main stage in front of the big lights.
Yeah, it was not so well, but I won and that's okay.
And tell us, we can see you've lost a lot of weight, maybe 6 or 7 stones of weight. How much of a difference is that making? You must feel much better, much more healthy.
Yeah, more healthy, I have more energy, I play better, I practice more, feels good.
We wish you best of luck in the second round, Toon.
This is what's been happening on board number 7. Steve Penny, a 170 checkout. Chris Mason is heading home. We can hear from Penny.
Steve, I'm not surprised you're gasping for breath. A 170 outshot to knock out Chris Mason.
Nice, very nice indeed, very nice, yeah. I am overwhelmed by it, to be honest with you. It was brilliant, thoroughly enjoyed it.
You've been playing darts for over 25 years, I think I'm right in saying, haven't you? So this must be the greatest match of your life, isn't it?
It's the biggest match of my life, yeah, I must admit. And to get a win and that way as well, it's fantastic, brilliant.
And it's not just any first round when you're talking about a real scalp in Chris Mason, aren't you?
He's a name, yeah, and now hopefully people will know my name, so yeah, no, I've thoroughly enjoyed that, brilliant.
I certainly do, well done, Steve.
Thank you very much indeed. Cheers.
I'll be smiling as well if I just put out Mace the ace and hit a 170. Interesting out on board number 6, Paul Cook, former News of the World champion in action. We haven't seen him for a few years. 6-2 victory for him, Rod Harrington.
Yeah, he's been a good dart player for many years. Anybody that's won the News of the World is a great dart player, been a great county player for many years, known him a lot of times. Doesn't surprise me that he's put in a good performance.
Keyhoe today with all those matches out and about. What about Chris Mason? You have to wonder about his future in the game now. He has been talking about quitting the sport. He has had problems with an arm injury, and really a player of his quality shouldn't be losing at this stage of the competition.
It happens to a few of us. It happened to me, with my knees. You've either got to get it done straight away, quit the game, get the injuries done, operated on it if need be, have 2 or 3 months out and then come back refreshed. But what Chris is doing, he's still playing with the injury, and you can see he's not fluent enough. And of course, every time you're down, someone's going to kick you even harder. And that 170, you can just see it in Chris's face going, I don't believe this has happened.
Sad to see. Let's head back to the main stage. Gary Welding, Kappa Welding. We've seen him in majors over the years against Johnny Kay. John Kuczynski of the USA. Your commentary team for this one, Nigel Pearson and Dave Lanning.
So an interesting battle of fairly solid darting citizens here on board 1. This is John Kuczynski, Johnny Kay throwing for the right to have the darts, this best of 11 legs. This is Gary Welding.
25, so we're back with Gary
and they're both having left throws here. Nigel and they can't make up their mind who wants to go first.
That's a 25.
Yes, 25 for Gary Welding, still waiting to get underway in this one then.
Also 25.
Russ Bray calling the shots.
If this was a pool match, they'd be ordering a re-rack. So that's what...
That's outside the 25.
Well, I've got to say, what would be wrong with nearest the bull, which we've seen many times in the past, as struggling to get underway in this game. It really is frustration for both players, Dave.
I can only think there might be a dispute as to the dimension, exactly what is nearest the ball now. He's outside the ring now, there's no argument, and that's it settled. But it did take a lot longer than it really should have done.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
So finally we'll get underway then. Gary Welding from St Helens, 46 years of age, about to get this 3rd game of the night on board 1 underway in the Blue Square UK Open here at the Reebok in Bolton, and a decent start from Welding.
Yes, Welding we have seen in PDC events over the years. It's
66.
His 5th UK Open. He was a quarterfinalist in the World Grand Prix and the World Championship, where memorably we recall he came from absolutely nowhere to take out Colin Lloyd, and Colin, bless him, hasn't really been the same player since, in my opinion. But Kuczynski here
45.
has been around the American scene. Johnny K, they call him. Interesting that, because Peter Kay, in fact, was born here in Bolton.
Welding going pretty well so far.
Takes his time. Welding will not be flustered. Takes his time and measures his throw.
140.
Yes, it's his fourth successive UK Open appearance here at Bolton Welding. And
97.
Johnny Kay ranked 74 going into this tournament.
Oh, this is interesting. Going to stay there,
100.
which leaves him 76. There is Welding forging ahead, you could say, Nigel.
Kuczynski well off the pace at the moment, but
Gary, you
Welding
require
needing treble 20
76.
double 8 for the first leg.
13s would have left double 16,
36.
but he's tidied it up, and he knows he has time with Kuczynski way back on 227 knots. The most impressive leg of darts from the American
96.
from the East Coast.
Gary, you require 40.
Double top for the first leg for Welding. That's the target. The marker looks a good one. It
Great
is.
shot in the first leg.
Certainly proved to be Dave. Gary Welding off to a good start. Then it took a while to get underway, but finally Gary Welding got us off and running and held his throw to take that first leg here against John Kuczynski.
125.
And elsewhere we see here on board number 2, level pegging between Latham and Bolton. That's a close call there, going right down to the wire. Roland Sholton, a former winner of this tournament, 3-0 up on board number 3. And Wright and Hornby locked there, 5-4, another close call there. On board 5, we see Critchett 5, Beer 3 in control. Critchett at the moment then with just one leg away from victory, but Latham and Bolton locked at 5 apiece on board 2.
Yeah, it's good to see Roland Sholton in such good form there on board 3. He's had a very, very disappointing time with the shoulder injury, but he looks like he might be on his way back.
Absolutely, and good to see, as you say, Dave, one of the instantly recognisable faces of the game as Welding steps forward with a magnificent 180 from Gary Welding, first one of the game. Kuczynski now chasing this.
Didn't really want that treble 11, Kuczynski. He's got 49, so which way would he go? Yes, the simple way,
62.
9 believe, double top. Welding on 150. This would make Bolton rock. 151, not on now.